All right, so with you having been out of the building for a couple of days, I just wanna make sure we go back. We didn't have a chance to meet on Tuesday, so let's just talk about Tuesday to make sure I'm entering all this stuff right and we see how much instructional time you have.
Okay.
So Tuesday, the only change was Katie was moved to 3 o'clock, right?
Yeah.
She was, so
Yeah.
did you have any meetings after that?
3
Because I
to
know you basically
3:15.
ran out, we
No,
didn't
right
have our
after.
meeting.
No, yeah, this didn't happen.
Okay, so that should
And
be
then-
right.
And then I was out of the building the rest of the time.
All right, and anything at all during these 2 open blocks? Do you remember? I know your PLC is pretty much all day, but did you have a conversation with a parent maybe, or
No,
no? Okay,
no.
all right, so looking at that, let's look at the one for today that I gave you. Based on that, your instruction for that day, actually I'll be able to show you because we now have it. Based on what I entered here, now we have a really cool upgrade where I'll be able to show you on the computer where you're at. So I entered everything that you had, moved Katie's, and so with that, you were at 65.8% instruction, so on your goal of 57, so that was really good.
Okay.
Keeping in mind that you still had some open time, so it could have been higher.
Okay.
So let's talk about Wednesday and Thursday. I had entered the changes, so based on that, you have, for Thursday, you're short, 52.4% instruction at a goal of 57, but that's
For
because...
Wednesday?
For Wednesday, because you said you started at 10, you went from 10 to 3, is that it? Was there anything else that took place prior to that?
I worked on my post-conferences from about 7 to 10.
That's you were doing post-conference work?
Yeah.
Awesome, so I will add that.
Yep.
So 7 to 10. And then the post-conference prep, perfect. And then yesterday, oh no, that would be this day. And then yesterday, no, I'm looking at last week, I'm sorry, hold on a minute. That's because it's here. And then yesterday you met your goal. You were at 66.7. Now, did you do anything prior to 9?
No, we only went to 2.
You only went to 2? Okay, so I'll make that change.
And there was a lunch break in there.
So I'll make the change for... And then the lunch break. You still are way over goals, so that will be good. All right.
Okay.
So those are 2 days out of the building. You're back today. You saw the schedule I
Yep.
gave you. So with today, you're at 65.8. Really not a lot of time to play with, but you do have some breaks here. You're going back to back on these 2 evaluations, so I just want to make sure you know Ms. Coates is there and you've got this testing meeting. So the evaluation with Donna is only 30 minutes, so I just want to make sure if for whatever reason you're running late or
Okay.
let me know.
Okay.
And then the
I did talk
pre-conference.
with her at the pre-conference. I might stay for the hour,
Okay.
just because
perfect.
I haven't been up there a lot yet.
Yeah, and you don't start with Lisa until 1:15, so.
Okay.
And if you have to move Lisa a little further, that's fine,
Okay.
because you've got that break there, so.
Okay.
And then I've posted on your calendar on the door, I only did organization for this, just so that you know, but you are with Barb this afternoon, and that's instructional, I'm taking it, or I haven't added it as instructional yet, so let me know.
Yeah, I'm
How
not.
it ends
She's
up.
gonna kind of dictate where it goes. It's just supporting getting her classroom organized, and
Okay.
yeah, she'll kind of guide what happens. So I'll let you know on Monday what we do.
All right. So we've reviewed the past 2 days and reviewed today. Before we get to next week, let's just look at the dashboard because I want to show you this really cool upgrade that we just got. So the week, pretty much, Wednesday, you were the only day that you were under goal at 52.4, but based on what you just told me, you did post-conference preparation. That's instructional because you're preparing for the feedback. So that will get you to goal, so that's awesome. You had a week where you met the whole goal. Can you see it here?
Yeah, there's a little
Where
bit
you
of
met your
glare.
goal? Okay, there we
Yeah,
go.
that's good.
Let me show you what we can see now. If you go up to settings, because you can do this yourself. You can, I'm sorry, file. You can go to progress dashboard. And here's what I want to show you. I've taken notes so you can look at it so that you can see it. So here's what you're at. This gives you an idea of where you're spending, where you're going for the last 3 months. Now keep in mind December, we've got the break, but clearly your instructional time went down. You were at 37.6 at your goal of 56. But look at how high just in the 2 weeks that we've had in January. You're right close to your goal. You're spending 44.1% of your time in instructional.
Okay.
And that's 3 months that we know were pretty hectic. So if we continue at the pace that we're doing this 2 weeks, I think you're going to be very quickly at your goal. Another thing that I want to point out is a couple of opportunities. So when you look at this, if you remember when we had the SAM meeting, they talked about each of the areas. So there are 2 opportunities that I'm looking at here where we can work on. You've got 0 on modeling and teaching. Now you're spending a lot of time observing, you're spending a lot of time giving feedback. So maybe can we think of opportunities where you can model and teach, and we can add some of that in there. And then the area we've talked about, celebration. So we need to figure out how to incorporate that celebration. Because what we've done is we've incorporated it into management, but how do we incorporate it into instruction so that it can count for you on that area and be able to do that. There are a couple of ideas that I have, so we can talk through that. But we definitely need to focus on those 2 areas. Aside from that, you've got, a good spread. Clearly, based on the observations and evaluations that you're doing, that's where most of your time. Professional development is high because you had a lot of the meetings. With the Principal Academy. So, but this is really cool because we can look at this at the end of the week and see where you're going and where you're trending.
Okay.
All right? All right. So the other thing that I want to point out in the dashboard before we move on is this 29% or 27%. Do you see what that is? So it's on scheduled time. And as we were talking about, how do we make sure that we increase your percentage time in instruction? I think that's another area of opportunity. So what are we not scheduling? So I'll take a look at what we've seen in the last couple of weeks, what are some patterns, and figure out whether it's feedback, time in the classroom, or even like we talked about modeling and teaching, and see if we can get you to add some time in there. But I was surprised when I saw that 27% on schedule. So I'll take a look at it a little bit more and figure out where those are.
Can we see each day?
You can.
Is that Alex?
Oh, you mean what that schedule time? No, we would have to look at this report here. And in the report wizard, we can look at your average hours. But we can't really see what, it just tells you where you're spending it, like daily, what the average hours on each area. It doesn't tell you what the unscheduled time necessarily is. But I can definitely ask Mark to see if he can help me to pinpoint a little bit more where we're at. Okay? So let's quickly talk about next week. So here's where we're at based on what you have right now on your calendar. January, it's an awesome day. You're at 67.4, still with some unscheduled time. You have 2 pre-conferences and 1 post-conference, so making sure that Alex's post-conference information goes.
This walkthrough, since we changed it to green, at the last PLC I told everybody the walkthrough focus from now until the latest spring break is focusing on lesson planning. So my morning focus is looking at lesson plans and giving feedback if necessary on that.
In the walkthroughs that you had this week, did you have to follow up or schedule anything with anyone?
I didn't start that because I told them on Tuesday. I was gone Wednesday and Thursday.
So what I'll do is when we go through your calendar, I'll ask in the walkthrough, is there anybody that we need to follow up with? Is there anything that we need to schedule? So then that way we put it on the calendar and make sure that they expect to meet with you.
What time does this start? 1:45?
That's 7:50.
Let's back that up to 7:30.
So 7:30? Yeah, because you're not doing arrival time anymore, so 7:30 to 8:10 is where it runs. It's good? All right. So I'll make that change for this week.
Okay.
Now here are 4 people that we might fit in here for a post-evaluation. Seaver, Jones, Anderson, and Brown are the priorities right now to get in for post-conferences. I was able to get Mansour and the other ones that you've observed, but just know I've talked to all of them about the possibility of doing it after school, after hours, but I just can't fit them in their prep time in here. Here's
Okay.
your Wednesday. Wednesday, we have an opportunity, you're at 47.5. We've got a lot of open, unscheduled times, and that's where I'm trying to see if we can fit some of these post-evaluations. You also have the staff meeting, so we need to make sure that we block some time for you to prep on that. Although you're not gonna do a lot of,
Yeah, there's no prep for this one
This
because
is what we
district
have this
people are
week.
doing it.
Okay.
So I
So
don't need
good.
prep for that.
so we can use that time then.
I do need prep for these post-conferences though, because I'm not keeping
Okay.
them.
So then that's what we'll do, we'll just set them up. I've talked to all the teachers,
Mm-hmm.
so they're not expecting it prior to next Friday. I told them it's gonna be tough with your schedule, so they know that.
Okay.
So I'll block all that time for you to prepare,
Okay.
okay? So we'll see how we can make that better.
And that's 47.
That's 47, just what you see right now.
Alright.
Mhm.
Alright.
On Thursday, 38.3. Now again, you've got a lot of unscheduled time, and if we add those post-conferences, it should help. But this is a day where you've got these behavior meetings, you know, if they happen, if you're not able to attend those because you're preparing, let me know. We're gonna focus on referrals, making sure that they're completing the forms appropriately and ensuring that we're entering them, you know, pretty quickly so that we can get that done.
Okay.
Got it? And then Friday, same thing, you're at that 35% based on what we have. A lot of unscheduled time that we can figure out. You had the school quality review prep meeting in there.
Mm-hmm.
Is that all instruction?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, I don't know.
Okay,
I don't know.
just let me know
Yeah. Parts of it will be. I don't think it all will be.
And then you've got this day 2 evaluations. You've got Blackman and Hanson.
Okay. This I won't be able to do until I have to do this.
Okay.
And it goes till 11:30.
He knows, so he can do that. I just left that time because that's when his block started. So I'll go ahead and move that then on Friday.
I would rather see the beginning of the lesson though.
You want to see the beginning?
I mean, yeah. I would like to be there for the whole hour so I see everything.
Okay.
We just need to move this SEA meeting then.
Really? Okay. Who are those folks involved in that meeting?
I want to meet with both SEAs from each of the DCD classrooms at the same time,
Okay.
15 minutes each block. The reason it was scheduled there is because the social workers were going to go in and cover. But I met with the teacher and I have notes as to when another good time would be if we had to change it, so
Okay,
I'll look
let me
at
know.
that.
So I'll just mark it that we'll
Yeah.
reschedule. Yeah, it was tough to get another time for Mr. Blackman, so if we can do that, that would be great.
Yeah,
And
I'd
then
rather
there's
keep,
some other
yeah,
things we
I'd
can
rather
probably
keep
move.
that.
Okay.
Randy's a half an hour, 45 minutes?
45 minutes, so it's from the beginning to the,
Oh, it's his whole class, okay. Alright. Alright.
and everybody has been scheduled except Lovette, Welly, and Isaacson. And I have talked to all 3 of them about making sure that it happens before the 4th of February, because right now that's the week that we're looking at.
Okay.
Okay, but you should have them all completed.
Alright.
All right, so make sure that today I get any updates or changes on your calendar so that we can enter it.
Okay.
And then at our next meeting, I'll bring some printout copies, but I'll have some time to play more with these graphs, because I think it's really neat how it shows you where you're at and how you're moving gradually to that area. But good news,
Alright.
all right?
Good.